Okay, so on this question, we have a bar graph, a histogram, the same thing. And it's basically how many times you've been to London. How many times you've been to London? I'm a big egg. I can't afford to be going to London. It would be nice. I would like to go to London, but it's not in a teacher's salary range. Anyway, so I don't know why the numbers at the bottom are kind of weird. I think they should just put 0 in the middle here, 1 in the middle here, 2. I'm just going to do it that way. I don't know why they did this graph kind of weird like that. Anyway, so frequency, remember that means how many people? So this one's coming up to like 13. So it looks like 13 people have been in this class, have been to London 0 times. That would be me. I'd be in that category, 0 times. And here is 9 people, right? This looks like it hits about 9. I'm just looking at the height of the bar there. Frequency is how many people, remember? 9 people been to London once, right? That's the bar that says been there once. And what's this? 4 people have been there twice. 2 people been 3 times. 1 person, this bar looks like it's in the height of 1. They've been there 4 times. And this 1 person's been to London 6 times. Crazy. All right. Now, without calculating, what might be the standard deviation? All right. The purpose of this question, we're not going to calculate anything. We're just going to feel. Sounds weird. Sounds like, yeah, just use the force, Luke. Just feel it. But really, we're going to feel standard deviation here. And the way we're going to do that is we have to understand the definition. What is standard deviation? Go back to the notes. I'm not going to go there, but you can read. It's the average distance from the middle. Standard deviation is the average distance from the middle. If you know that and you look at these options, there's only one number that even has a possibility of being the right answer. And that's the answer. What is it? It's for sure 1.5. Why? Well, let me show you why. First off, what's the middle of this? How many times has in this class has 13 people been there no times, 9 people been there once, 4 people twice, 2 people 3 times, 1 person 4 times, 1 person 6 times. What's the average? Well, the average is going to be, I don't know, somewhere about right here probably. Right? It's about 0 or 1 or 2. That's the average. That's the middle. Wouldn't you agree? That's the middle, the average. You might think, no, Mr. 0 to 7, the middle is 3.5. No, right? You know better than that, right? Most of the people are over here. So the average is more like 1. Not, you don't just pick 0 and 7 and go 3.5. The average person hasn't been to London 3 or 4 times. There's only a couple of people that have been that many times. The average is a bunch of people over here, 13 and 9. So the average person has been about 1 time, probably, right? Maybe you might say, well, the line might be right here, whatever. You don't have to be exact here. Somewhere around there's the middle, whatever. About 0 or 1. I still think it's more like in the middle, but whatever. Good enough. So that's the middle. Okay, so what? Well, what's the average standard deviation is average distance from the middle. Well, how far are people from the middle? Well, if the middle is like 1 or maybe 2, I don't think it's 2, 1 or 2 times to London, the person that's furthest from that is the person that's been 0 times. They're 2 away, and the person that's been 6 times, they're 4 away from the middle. So the average distance from the middle can't be 6. Nobody is 6 from the middle, right? If the middle is 2 times, let's say, for example, might be 1 time, whatever, 1 or 2 times, say 2 times. If the average person's been to London 2 times in this class, nobody's 6 from the middle. Nobody's been 6 more than the middle or 6 less than the middle. You can't be 6 less than the middle. Nobody's been 5, right? The person that's furthest from the middle, this person that's been to London 6 times, they're 4 from the middle, aren't they? 4 from the middle. And they're the most extreme value, right? If the middle's 2, the average person's been 2 times, they're 4 from the middle. And remember, standard deviation is the average distance from the middle. No way is the average 5 or 6. It's not 0. People aren't 0 from the middle. People are off of the middle. They're not 0 from the middle, right? Well, could it be 3? That's the only other one that's maybe, but no, can't be 3 because 4 is the furthest person from the middle. So the average isn't close to him. It's not 3. The average is more like about 1.5, right? The average person, if the middle's 2, if the average person's been 2 times, the standard deviation, which is average distance from the middle, is about 1.5. or 1, you know, you don't have to be exact about this, but no way it's any of these other numbers. No way it's 3, 5, 6, 0. Those are crazy. So mainly this is a process of eliminating the crazy answers. So 1.5 is the only reasonable answer. If you know what standard deviation means, average distance from the middle, and the middle is about 1 or 2 times the London. So the average person is off of that by less than 2 on average. 1.5. There we go.